I don't think I'm breaking news when I tell you this. The Western Conference is friggin' loaded, man. We're right in the middle of this thing, and when you see the difference between the top team and the bottom team, there's not really much, so you go on a 3-game winning streak or losing streak and your position is drastically changed. So we gotta see how we match up against the rest of the top teams in the West. And we're gonna be starting here with the Denver Nuggets, who are currently the number 1 seed, interestingly enough, even though the record isn't even that great. And the thing with the Nuggets is they have so many guys. You know, there's Emmanuel Mudiay, who now this is his 3rd season. I'm pretty sure he can shoot now, so that's always a threat. There's Gary Harris, who we can never leave open. There's Jamal Murray, who, like those two, could kill us at any moment with his outside shooting. There's also Kenneth Faried, who's going to be a pest. And then there's Nikola Jokic, who, besides having the coolest name in the NBA, is a pretty damn good center as well. And you probably noticed him already, but they also have Andre Iguodala. These guys are friggin' stacked. But we're learning a few things about ourselves, one of which being Willie Cauley-Stein is a beast on the 2nd unit. Also, Andre Robertson has been better than we thought he'd be from outside, which is really damn good. And also I want to say that I want to add to the playbook a bit more, because I think we could be running some more offense. I want to get Allen Crabbe attacking the basket, because he's a very good finisher. I also think we need some more pick and roll plays to help out our 2nd unit, because as of right now our bench sometimes has trouble generating offense. We ask Bogdan to do a lot there, so you could see some new plays coming along the way, not in this video, but in future videos, definitely. But we have the Denver Nuggets here, the number 1 seed. I don't know why the 1 seed isn't the Warriors. We got the Nuggets, and I mentioned before they have 1,000,005 players, so anybody could beat us. So very early on, I talked about how Jamal Murray could be a threat outside. Well, Bogdan is a threat outside as well. I don't know if they read the scouting report. I know he just entered the NBA, but y'all still have to pay attention to that dude. Oh, well, that's Jamal Murray in a nutshell right there. And that's really our shooting guard spot, because Bogdan isn't the best on defense. And this pass coming up, I have no freaking clue how that got through. That's like a classic get the ball stolen in 2K17 thing. The CPU is pretty damn good at stealing passes in this game, whereas in 2K16 I feel like I could get away with a lot. In this game I can't, so that's always an adjustment for me that I'm not always able to remember when I'm in a pick and roll and things like that. That was the weirdest play ever that resulted in Mudiay scoring. Gotta get those rebounds, man. Kenneth Faried will always kill you on the offensive boards. Crabbe, you got a lot of space. Why didn't I shoot that? Well, something better come from this. Really? I wanted to shoot a 3 with Crabbe anyway. I should have just shot it immediately. I was open. Oh well, who knows. De'Aaron Fox, I believe, is the guy with the ball now, and holy hell, how did Ibaka not steal that? They're beating us up early, man. We just can't play defense on these guys. I don't know what I'm doing with Crabbe. I still recover, but Barton kills me anyway. Will Barton's another guy. Like, how many freaking good players do they have? It's ridiculous. Well, we gotta be the comeback kids, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this entire 2nd quarter belongs to Willie Cauley-Stein. He is playing the center position, and he is a monster off the bench for us at this point. He is the 6th man, and it's interesting because I've never had a 6th man who was known as a defensive player. I've always had guys who could score like Rodney Hood and Gallinari. Cauley-Stein's just a friggin' block machine. Remember Alonzo Mourning on the Miami Heat way back when they had Shaq as the starting center? That's kind of how Willie Cauley-Stein is, except he's not bald and he's way more athletic. He's stealing the ball too. I mean, he's been the reason for everything good that's happened in this 2nd quarter so far, if I can use proper English. And Shabazz Napier was hitting jumpers before for us, so I gotta see if he can hit this one. Unfortunately, no, but Willie, right place, right time, throws it down. He's a beast. He's a monster. I have no idea how Will Barton got that open. Sometimes I move around with the defenders and it feels like I'm on ice skates. Or maybe I just commit too hard. I think that's what it is. You'll see sometimes the CPU will try to size me up and I don't know, I do too much. Crabbe hits it, and we're back in this game, and I'm telling you, it was because of Willie Cauley-Stein. He's not in the game right now, and I don't want to start him because he still doesn't have Ibaka's mid-range jumper, which really opens up our offense, as you've seen. So I think Willie is great off the bench. I've kind of figured out how I want to use him, where bring him in, he plays center and power forward, and Nurkic did something cool, but then he got dunked on by Boogie. 2-point game. We were down double digits. Now we're back in this thing. Thank you very much, Willie Cauley-Stein. Allen Crabbe hit a 3-pointer. Boogie dunked on Nurkic. Pretty damn good 2nd quarter. Now this 3rd quarter is about as back and forth as you can get. Shout out to Emmanuel Mudiay for doing some weird in and out dribble that somehow got him to the get past me with Collison. You know, I'm happy for Moutier that he's doing well, but I really wish he would suck when he played us. Because, I mean, you know, we have a history, man, with that Nuggets MyGM. You gotta cut me some slack. That was some pretty nice offense by us. I've learned that in 2K17, when you call a pick and roll, it might not always result in the roller scoring, but it can open up some other sort of offense, which was kind of an adjustment from 2K16, because in that game, you could just kind of abuse pick and rolls to the point where it was kind of a joke, let's be honest. Nurkic is trying to defend Boogie, or they're just going to bring a double, which results in Bogdan's weird-ass release. But hey, I still made it in, so that's good. So this third quarter is pretty, what the hell was that pass? I was going to say it was going pretty alright, and then for some reason I think I pressed the wrong icon or something, I don't frickin' know. But now we're in the fourth quarter because I just jumped a decent amount of time. Listen, a lot happens in the last 4 minutes, so I can't have this video go in 95 years, or whatever. Willie Cauley-Stein's still a beast as he blocks Jokic. Seriously, Stein is like the best sixth man I've ever had. I've had some good sixth men in these MyGM series, but his defense is just crazy good. And then, because we have to keep on disrespecting Jokic, we block him on one end, and then DeMarcus has to put an elbow into him, and then we get a three-point play on him. Look, Nikola, you're going to be great in your NBA career, but sorry, dude, it is what it is. 2-point game, a minute left. I got half the second unit in the game because why the hell not, right? We got Garrett Temple, Shabazz Napier, and Willie Cauley-Stein in. It's cool. Actually, I call timeout, so disregard everything I just said. Now we have the starters back in. This is why Ibaka's in the game, because he can actually shoot, unlike Stein. Speaking of shooting, oh no, y'all didn't. DC to DC, that's the lead, boys. I think that counts as rhyming accidentally. That's a hell of a shot by Collison, man. He's a beast. No doubt about it. Even if he might be a mid-tier point guard, he's great for us with his, like, what, 12 points or whatever that says? I can't really see it in Sony Vegas. Look at what happens on this play. I bring Serge Ibaka for the help. We block Jokic. We continue the disrespect. But remember that play, because I think the Nuggets learned from me doing that. And, well, you'll see what I mean. And also here, I decided to shoot it with Bogdan because the way I see it, they were already double-teaming Boogie. Usually what happened is I give it to DeMarcus, they double-team him, I kick out to the shooter. That time, he was already double-teamed, so I figure screw it, just shoot it with Bogdan. That's the shot that's going to happen anyway. So now, they decide to run the very same thing again. But remember, I think they were ready for me to provide the help this time, as the moment the pass goes, Kenneth friggin' Faried. It worked once, I went to the well one too many times. And so with 2.7 seconds left, it's time to kick in the epic music. I don't have any epic music, we're just going to roll with what we have. Can I get the ball to DeMarcus? Not really. Jokic just kind of strips it from me. And that's your ball game. That kind of sucked for an ending, don't you think? Okay, the last minute was not very good. But I also feel like the reason we lost this game was because the Nuggets just have so many frickin' players, man. They have so many guys who can kill you. Kenneth Faried was grabbing offensive rebound. There was 4 guys of over 15 points. That's a tough team to deal with, and it's one we're probably going to see in the playoffs.